Boots on the ground, put it down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Stock Scoop. I'm Mickey D, your host. It's a pleasure, it's an honor to be on your electronic device. Thank you very, very much for joining me. I'm at a little dilemma here. I'm going back old school today. I haven't given up on AI, but there's some things happening out there that I'm not really pleased with when it comes to AI and what's going on. Sure, your numbers may go up. You get more videos out there because you have more time. They break things up, but I don't know. One thing I promised you guys early on is Mickey D wasn't going Hollywood. I'm not going Hollywood on you. And I'm going to stick to that promise. And this AI is a little Hollywood-ish, shall I say. But anyway, we're going to take a look at some charts. We're going to do it like we used to do it back in the day. You guys let me know. You weigh in. Let me know if you see these jugglehead pictures and all these tell me if you guys like that stuff. Some of the things that, with the AI. But one thing that I think, and once again, we're going to see some uranium charts, gold and silver charts. We're going to look at some Bitcoin chart here, even a lithium sighting here in a second here, ladies and gentlemen. But I had a complaint this week. It wasn't really a complaint. He called me out of my name, put some respect on my name, calling me out my name, saying that Mickey D, you didn't buy AOL when it was really low in the 90s for a quarter because it was like $15. I started trading during the dot-coms. I didn't have a lot of money. I had like $500 to throw out there after I went and saw Doug Casey. These guys like the late James Dines, Wayne Brantland. I saw Doug did a conference. He was at, to seminar, whatever you call them today. You gather and he does his little speech and stuff. You're talking about this stuff coming out of the sky. It's going to land on your computer and all. He was talking about email, before anybody even started talking about the internet or anything like that. He said this is going to revolutionize communication. I talked to him after he got up there and did his speech, when everybody goes around and talks to the guys and asks them questions and stuff. That's what I did. And he told me that's where he was putting his money at. So I went and got the guy's newsletter, $29, $39, whatever it was. He wasn't trying to kill people. He was Mr. Universal, what was he, International Male of the Year or of the world, because he was a great stock picker then. But anyway, those particular stocks were a quarter and 10 cents and all that he had done his research and put out there in the newsletter. They weren't $15. They weren't $20. There's a difference, guys. And my students know, the Baby Knockout newsletter, private students, we know that when you look at a chart, a long far out chart, and a company that's done splits and paid dividends and all that stuff, they have the adjusted chart is different from the unadjusted chart. The split adjusted chart may have a price up here of $2,500. Well, the stock is $2 and I have a $500 account. I'm not buying the stock for $2,500. I'm not going to buy, I'm going to, you guys got to start, you put your thinking cap on, whoever this guy is that calling me out of my name. Put some respect on my name. Because you don't know what you're talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I was there and we traded. And Doug Casey was a mentor of mine and was a great mentor. Not like, that's enough. That's enough on that guy. There's a difference though between the unadjusted versus the adjusted price charts when you're looking at price charts. So be careful out there about the price data that you use. That's all I'm saying. Just be careful out there about the price data that you're using. So enough of that. Enough of that. Anyway, I hope you're having a great time with your family. Hope you're having a great time this weekend. It is May 17th, 2025. It's a great day, ladies and gentlemen. But I will definitely be on that and be on the chart. I'm going to show you some charts here. We're doing well right now. Everything is copacetic, ladies and gentlemen. Healthy. Gold going down a little bit is healthy. Don't go anywhere. Stick with your baby knockouts. Don't go anywhere. Healthy, man. Uranium right now trading sideways. Healthy. We got some healthy trades. You know, I said these bottoming. You know, Bitcoin right now. If Bitcoin comes back down under 100K, that would be good. That's healthy, guys. Come on, and then pop up from there. We love it. Pop up from there. You know, what have you. It's going to be good. And lithium right now is on the bottom. You know, there's discoveries here, discoveries there. Anyway, let's take a look at the charts here, and we'll take a look. Make sure you hit like, share, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Like, share, and subscribe. My, you know, after surgery, they say your iron goes down and your body, you don't have as much energy and stuff. I'm giving it my all. I'm giving it my all, y'all. And then I have people slamming me like turning over pancakes or something, you know, slamming a brother like, well, it is what it is, man. You put yourself out there. You deserve the good with the bad. Like my book that you guys got. I thank you very, very much. It was #1 for a week on those free books, #1 or 2 in different categories. I thank you guys very, very much. Very, very much. Like I said, though, the AI, I'm having a little problems right now with AI. So let's go back to old school for a couple shows and stuff. We'll see what we can do. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit like, share, and subscribe. Going back old school. I'm sorry about the little tent a little bit here. But as we look at Cameco, our leader here, and we look at the crossover that we were talking about several weeks ago, we're still going good, and we said we were going to challenge this 200-day moving average right here, challenge the 200-day, and we're doing very, very good. There's a chance that we'll be coming back down. We'll challenge the 200-day, and then we'll be off to the races. That's with Cameco. Cameco is the strongest at this time, uranium stock, in our opinion. When you look at Uranium Energy Corp, UEC, it is not over the 200-day moving average, but we have our crossover here of the 13-day crossing over the 48. So we do have, there's probably a possibility that we might come down and test the 48 again and maybe go up. We got a big test here, though, on this 200-day moving average, and we'll see if UEC passes the final exam. We're coming up to graduations now. Baby Knockout Denison Mines also is trading below the 200-day moving average, but we have crossed over, and we may test the moving average again, the 48-day moving average, and then which is the red right here, and then pop up from there. We'll see. Baby Knockout Energy Fuels is showing the pattern that we were talking about. We look like we're going to challenge the 48-day here. Hopefully we can hold it and head back up. But we're trading here below the all-important 200-day moving average right now, as most of the uranium stocks are. Even though they're trying to break out, when they're bottoming, they're trading below the 200-day. We got over 70 this week in uranium. It's about $71 on the spot market. Let's segue over to gold and silver. Right now, gold at roughly 3,200, silver at 3,225. We're still doing very, very well. A slight pullback. Look at if you take a look at Avino Silver and Gold, which is up over 300% this year for us. It's done very, very well. You can see it's trading above the all-important 200-day and the 48-day and the third. It's riding the 13-day. It can ride the 13-day for a very, very long time. Let's hope it does for years and years. That's Vino, silver and gold. Let's hope nobody buys it out or anything. It does very, very well. Sorry once again about the charts, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with me. Let's go to a Bitcoin baby knockout here real quick. Make sure you hit like, share, and subscribe. Once again, the charts will get better. Bitfarms here, BITF. We're trading above the 13-day. We're trading above the 48-day, but the all-important 200-day, we're trading below that, below the 200-day right now, considerably below the 200-day. But we have crossed over, and with gold with Bitcoin over 100K, we're kind of finding our treading there. We'll see. Most of the baby knockouts in especially the ones in the newsletter, which is out now, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you read your baby knockout newsletter along with the update this week on one of our gold and silver stocks. But right now, 100K Bitcoin is trying to find its way. I did tell you there was a lithium sighting. Lithium is still on its back right now, still in a bearish market. We're thinking that it's going to bottom here or show some bottoming patterns, but these stocks are still going down. You have the darling of the last bull market. We had Patriot Battery Metals. It did very, very well for us. We caught it at a quarter, and it went up to like $16, $17 Canadian, so it did very, very well. But as you can see, it's still trading below moving averages, not doing that well. If you hadn't gotten your copy already, we'll be referring to popular candlestick patterns used by millionaires. Chart strategies reveal. Our latest book, we'll be talking about it, some of those candlestick patterns throughout the year. Amazon.com. We'll have Lawrence Stripling on the show. His new book, Silver Investing for New Investors, is out right now. We'll be having him as a special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for joining me. As I've told you before, beating Wall Street and making money in the stock market is about pennies and patience. So a lot of times, like I said, when I started with $500, I had patience though, because I was convinced that the internet would work. This would be well before the internet. I'm kind of giving you my age and stuff. But before the internet, I was told this stuff is going to work. Excuse me. But I was convinced. Doug Casey said, this internet thing's going to work. So it did. And, we did very well with starting with just a little bit and getting these 10-cent and 25-cent stocks during that time. So that's going to do it for today. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family. When you look for strength, you look for energy, you look up, ladies and gentlemen. That's where you're going to get your strength. That's where you're going to get your energy from. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family. Make sure you get your baby knockout. Take a look at your baby knockout newsletter also. It's got all the baby knockouts in. We're in some vicious areas here, ladies and gentlemen. They'll take off your neck. They'll take off your hand. They'll take off your leg. Wall Street will tear you up. Those baby knockouts, though, we're up big, and we're going to go up big with a lot of them, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you.